Follow the masters, but why should one follow them? The only reason they're masters is that they didn't follow anybody. Bouguereau spoke to you about women who swear rainbows. He denies blue shadows. You can't deny his brown shadows, but his work doesn't sweat at all. He's the one who sweated producing it, the one who sweated to achieve a result that photographers achieve much better. And when you sweat, you stink. He stinks of platitude and impotence. Besides, who cares whether or not there are blue shadows? If some painter tomorrow wanted to see pink or purple shadows, no one would have a right to demand explanations from him so long as his work was harmonious and thought-provoking.
So, what about your red dogs, your pink skies?
They are absolutely deliberate. They are necessary, and everything in my work is calculated. Mulled over at great length. It's music, if you like. I borrow some subject or other from life or from nature, and using it as a pretext, I arrange lines and colors so as to obtain symphonies, harmonies that do not represent a thing that is real in the vulgar sense of the world. Where am I? And do not directly express any idea, but are supposed to make you think the way music is supposed to make you think. Unaided by ideas or images, simply through the mysterious affinities that exist between our brains and such arrangement of colors and lines.
Now, that's rather new.
New? My face broke. Not at all. None of the great painters has ever done anything else. Raphael, Rembrandt, Velázquez, Botticelli, Cranach, blah, 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 they all deform nature. Go to the Louvre, look at their paintings, no two are similar. If one of them is on the true path, then, according to your theory, all the others are wrong, or else they've all been making fool of us. Nature. Truth. You don't find them in Rembrandt any more than you do in Raphael and Botticelli, any more than in Bouguereau. Do you know what will soon be the ultimate truth? Photography. Once it begins to reproduce colors, and that won't be long in coming. And yet you want an intelligent man to sweat for months so as to give the illusion he can do something as well as an ingenious little machine can. It's the same thing in sculpture. Perfect cast can be made from nature. A man who is clever at casting will make you a statue as easy as can be, whenever you want.
So, in other words, you don't accept being labeled a revolutionary?
Ha! I find that ridiculous. Monsieur Roujon pinned that label on me. My answer to him was that all the people involved in art who have done something different from what their predecessors have done deserve the same label, and it is those people who are the masters. Monet is a master. Delacroix is a master. When they first began, their works were all called abominations. People laughed their heads off over Delacroix's Purple Horse. I've looked everywhere for the Purple Horse. I don't know where the Purple Horse is. Where's the Purple? But that's the way the public is. I'm perfectly resigned to being misunderstood for a long time. If I did what has already been done, I would be a plagiarist and would consider myself unworthy. So I do something different, and people call me a scoundrel. I'd rather be a scoundrel than a plagiarist.
Well, many people of sound judgment think that the Greeks have achieved ideal perfection and pure beauty in sculpture, and the Renaissance having done the same thing in painting. All one need do is copy these models. They even say the plastic arts have already said everything they have to say.
That is absolutely wrong. Beauty is eternal and can express itself in 1,000 different ways. The Middle Ages had one type of beauty, Egypt had another. The Greeks were looking for the harmony of the human body. Raphael had models who were very beautiful, but it is possible to produce a very beautiful work with a thoroughly ugly model. The Louvre is full of works like that.
I'm gonna switch.
Go away.
Who's that? Maybe she can explain why you went to Tahiti?
I had been captivated by that virgin land. I can't focus, woman, and its primitive and simple race. I went back there and I'm going to go there again. In order to produce something new, you have to return to the original source, to the childhood of mankind. Eve, as I see her, is almost an animal, and this is why she is chaste, though naked. All those Venuses exhibited at the salon are indecent, hatefully lascivious. Well, I'm done. Before I leave... Now, I'm going to bring out a book with my friend Charles Maurice that will tell about my life in Tahiti and the way I feel about art.
Go wash off your puppet.
That will explain to you why and how I went there.
What is the book's title?
Noah, no. Which in Tahitian means fragrant. It will embody the scent that Tahiti gives. Yeah.